I'll explain in a minute. But so it must be to 70 and beyond a little late. Anyway, I'm so happy to be on here with you. I have to tell you, I was just a little bit lazy today. I have to admit it. I have no excuses. I just wasn't quite ready at 10 o'clock. Anyway, so are you ready to get out into the world? Are you ready to move forward? I hope you had an amazing week. I have to tell you, these last, I don't know how many weeks it's been now, 8 weeks or whatever it is, have been a really godsend and blessing for me because I've spent the time writing my brand new 4-course a certification course on disasters. Funny thing, huh? And I'm on the very last course. There's 3 modules in it. It's about insurance and mortgages, really exciting stuff, as well as recovery services. And I have to tell you, my faith in humanity has been restored because in reviewing all of the different types of services that are available to you, once there is a disaster, and how some of these nonprofits and how some of these things got started is absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to share all that with you. So I'm going to be starting a series next week on disasters. And I'll be coming to you live. I'm hoping 3 times next week. I haven't got the schedule lined out yet, but it's close. But I want to talk about some of the amazing things that I've learned over these last 8 weeks while we've been going through this lockdown with this pandemic. I think it'll actually make some of you smile, and I think it might give you encouragement to move forward as we look at the new normal. The slide you see onto the right is one of my favorite slides. I use it all the time when I'm doing my retreats and workshops and things. And it says, change, love it or hate it. If you change the way you look at things, it says, yes, I'm so happy that change happens while I sleep. Wouldn't that be nice? And Wayne Dyer says, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And that is absolutely true. It all is in our mindset. So as we move forward into whatever this new normal, as everybody's talking about, is all about, what kind of changes are you going to be making? I can tell you that during this transition, during this time, my life has changed substantially. And I think writing this course has had a lot to do with that. It's really made me open my eyes. I was a FEMA inspector for 7 years as an inspector as well as a trainer. And being that, I saw a lot of heartbreak and I also saw a lot of heartwarming things. And we've seen both during this time. So it's really a matter of taking what we've seen and how do we apply it to our own life? How do we make something happen that when we step out into the world again, how do we make something happen that's going to be better? And what does your new normal look like? So let's talk a minute about change. First of all, usually change is constant. It never stops. It's kind of like fear. It's constant. It's always going. It's always going to be there. There's constantly change. And the only thing that is constant is change, actually. So what do we have to do? We have to take the leap. Just like when you're walking through fear, you just have to take that next step. But we want to know what that looks like. Change can be very threatening. And we all have that fear of the unknown. What's next for us? Well, I was listening to a meditation, and Oprah Winfrey was talking. I listened to there's a wonderful free Oprah Winfrey Deepak Chopra meditation online right now called Hope in Uncertain Times, that if you haven't seen it, you need to jump on and get it because it's wonderful. And she talks about some of her own times of major change. The first time was when she left Chicago to start the Oprah Winfrey Show. And the second time was when she started her network OWN. And she was talking about OWN and what a challenge it was. And she would wake up in the middle of the night and she had all this fear and anxiety. And because some of the things that she was facing were just overwhelming that she had no idea was going to happen. And Deepak talks about, we can change anxiety and fear into hope and courage. So if we have hope and we are brave enough to go out and step into, and all we have to do is take that first little baby step. That's it. We don't have to know what the end result. We need, for a vision, we need what the end result is. But you got to start with what you have and where you are right now. What's that first step you can take? I hope you've taken the time to create a vision, because that makes the change and the transition much easier. So it's a year from now. What has happened since you were let out of the house? What happened? It's December 31st, 2020. And I'm so happy and grateful that what has happened. For me, I'm so happy and grateful that my course is being well received and everybody is loving the information that they're getting, and they're getting prepared. My vision is to change the 16% that are prepared for disasters to at least 20 to 25%. That's my vision for this course and the work that I'm about to embark on. This is a brand new step for me. And is there fear? Absolutely. There's fear of whether or not somebody's going to like the course. There's fear of whether or not I'm going to have the money to make it happen. There's fear that I'm going to have the right people involved with me. This is not something I can do by myself. But you know what? I'm taking those first steps and I'm stepping into it, and I'm going to have the courage to move forward. Really, fear and change. Change is, if you're fearful and worried about the path, the changes that are happening. I'm sorry, let's back up. If you have fear of the unknown, it really is only because of experiences you had in the past. And it's really just the past coming into your present. So you need to claim your present. You need to, I think it was Oprah that said, this is no longer who I am. I am a different person now. I am no longer the person I was 8 weeks ago. We never are. Every day we're a new person. How do we make that person be the right person? How do we make it be the person that we want to be and live the life that we want to live? It happens through change. So don't be fearful of the unknown. Embrace it. What is it? So this week, what is it that you can do this week to create the new life, the new norm that's going to happen to you? Somebody sent me a video. This is from Ireland, and it's a 91-year-old woman who's skipping to the song Mamma Mia. So I'm going to leave you with that today. And please remember, change, embrace it. It's the fear of the unknown. Just take those dandelions like I used to talk about. So I guess I should talk about that. So the best way to overcome the fear of the unknown and move through change is to stop. Stop and breathe. Stop and breathe. And where are you? Notice what you're noticing. What is your inner voice telling you? Listen to that inner voice and then take that step. Move forward. By the way, I'm going to offer as a free gift, I'm going to post my 7 daily practices of leadership. And it's all about breathing. It's all about meditation. It's all about things you can do. It's 10 minutes a day. It's not like it's a lot of time. So you can download it for free. It's my gift to you. And I look forward to talking to you next week. So here is my video of the week. Let me see here. Here it is. Okay. Mama Mia, I hope you have a fantastic week. I know I'm going to. And think about your change and what happens next. Take care. Bye now.